Hello, my name is Louisa and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. Today I would like to show you how I made this card. This was inspired by Esther Howard at Stamping Star Creations, and I'll leave a link to her video below and her blog. Okay, now let's get the Just Jade. The card pieces you'll need for this are a standard card base which has been cut and scored in half. This is 5 7/8 by 8 1/4. And for the matte layer that we're going to be stamping on, this is Whisper White and it's 3 7/8 width and 5 5/8. And a piece of Just Jade DSP, and this measures 2 5/8 by 2 3/8. And of course my lovely labels that I do everything with at the moment because they're just so gorgeous. One frame in Just Jade and one in Whisper White. Okay, right, if we start by doing the stamping, we're going to be using this set today, Sailing Home, and I'm going to be using the small yacht and also the compass. Okay, using Just Jade Ink Pad, and we shall get our stamp, and we're literally just pouncing it up and down and checking that it's actually got ink on it. What I did is I actually put an arrow on it so that I know which way is the north on the compass, because I like to have it a bit squiffy. And I'm coming down roughly probably an inch or so and just stamp down and stamp it up. Okay, and we shall close that for a moment because no doubt I shall get ink absolutely everywhere. Next, grab your bit of DSP that we have here, and I'm placing it roughly kind of along the edge here so that it kind of does a circular motion. Oh, sorry, I've just nudged the camera. So as you can see on this one, it kind of just circumferences this and brings it together. Okay, so let's grab some glue, and I'm just using Tombow here, but you can use whichever glue you have to hand. This is an absolutely beautiful set. Oh gosh, come on Tombow. There we go. And it can be used for all sorts of things, and it has some beautiful sentiments, so I'll show you shortly. When we've done the card, I'll show you what we've used. So making sure that your DSP is it's the right way round, I'm just going to place it here and use your grid paper so that we know that our Whisper White is straight, and just take your fingers around and make sure that that is stuck down. And if you get a bit of glue on here, it doesn't matter for the moment because the labels will cover that. If you do have a bit of glue that goes over, sorry, I've nudged the camera again, just grab your glue eraser, and when it's dry you can just rub it off. Okay, right, let's put Mr. Tombow over here. Right, and we're going to grab the small stitched shape and get out our beautiful yacht from here. I'm using the smaller one because it fits perfectly on there. And I'm just going to take that one off, and I'm just putting this side to side like that. Again, this is all just using just Jade. Okay, we're not using any other ink pad or any other colour apart from Whisper White. Again, just tap down and up and make sure that your stamp is inked. I'm going to bring it towards me slightly so I can see where I'm stamping. Okay, again, line it up with your grid paper to make sure that it's going to go on nice and straight. And we're just roughly placing it in the middle. Again, it's just straight up and straight down, or vice versa, depending on how you feel. Okay, so that's our yacht. So we'll get our Just Jade matte layer. Okay, and our glue. And we'll put some Whipsie. You see, it turned over, so make sure it's the right way round. And we'll just put some glue around the edges here, and plenty in the middle. Now, because I'm going to be posting this, I've done this flat, but I don't see any reason why you couldn't use dimensionals on this. Again, line it up. I'm just going to plonk it down and then have a look at it and make sure that it's straight. And the great thing about this Tombow is that it gives you that little bit of wriggle room. And I'm just going to turn it over and press down on the outside of the larger frame, the Just Jade. Make sure that it's all nice and firmly stuck, and it's moved, as you can see. So we'll just take that up and move it back over. Right, as you can see, I made a mess of that. So probably don't turn it over, make sure it's straight first and stuck down, and then turn it over and give it a rub to make sure it's stuck down. So I've just stamped another one and cut another one out. Okay, and you didn't really need to see me do that. So let's grab our Tombow again and let's see if we can do this one a little bit better. So we're just lining it up and making sure it's as straight as it can be, and firmly press down. Let's put the lid back on the Tombow. Okie dokes, right, let's press that down. Now I'm going to turn it over and press it And yes, it has not moved, hurrah. Okay, right, that's nice and stuck down. We're going to put this one roughly about here. And again, so it's kind of middle for diddle, so you've got a pretty even border either side of your DSP, and just bringing it up slightly. So again, you've got that lovely halo almost around it. Okay, right, so let's get our Tombow back. And put some around here and down the middle. I do apologise if you can hear my neighbour's dog. She's obviously found a cat in the garden again and is not very happy. Right, so if we place this in the middle, and so this is, whoopsie, and so it's like that, and have a quick look and see what you think. And that looks pretty good to me. So press firmly down so that everything is adhered well to your card. And we're going to use the lovely sentiment from Versailles, and it's this one here, have a beautiful day. Okay, so we'll grab our small block. I tend to line this up on the grid paper, and hopefully, oops, that's the wrong way around, and then check to make sure that you have it the right way around, and grab your Just Jade. I'm going to get a scrap of card and just make sure that it is straight. Actually, I'm going to do it on my grid paper, make sure it is straight. So, oh dear, I think I've pounced that a bit too much. Okay, that's beautifully straight. Let's get rid of that. Right, okay. I've done it again, look. Okay, right, gentle pounce. Right, I'm just going to bring this slightly towards me so I can see. And this goes at the bottom here. Please forgive me if there's a shadow on here. The light is not very great in my bedroom where I craft. There you go, and that's that one done. So we can close up the ink pad now, and if you get your bone folder and just make sure that your card is burnished well, and then we can stick this on the front, whoops, like so. This is going off to my best pal that I grew up with. Him and his wife have moved in to a beautiful house over on the Isle of Wight, and their back garden looks out onto the sea. And we were speaking, well, he was telling us about the yachts and things that he sees sailing around first thing in the morning and also at night, and he said it's just so relaxing and so peaceful. And I think at the moment that's what we need, isn't it? A bit of stress-free peace in our lives. Right, again, line the card up on your grid paper and plonk that down on there. And again, just bring it up. Sorry, that was out of shot a bit. just bring it up and make sure that everything looks straight, and then just go around again. Okay, and make sure that everything is securely pressed down. Okay, and that's our card done. Now, the other thing is, you could also mat the inside of this with another Whipser white layer. So that again would be 3 7/8 by 5 5/8, and just mat it on the inside. And then you could put another one of any of these stamps really on there. And this is Sailing Home, and it's just got such beautiful sentiments. You are my true north, you know, with the beautiful compass and anchor and the lovely seabirds, you know, and set sail in the direction of your dreams. Thanks. And let hope be the anchor through the storms of your life, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. And also we have used the Have a Beautiful Day from the very Versailles set. And again, this is just lovely for absolutely everything. It's got some beautiful background pieces and some lovely elements here and flourishes. And this little thank you is lovely. And the script is just beautiful. And again, I have used the lovely Hippo and Friend dies. And I've used this second one here for the Whipser white layer, and I've used the third one for the Just Jade. And as you can see, they're double stitched, so the cut line is either side of the stitching, so that on this bit here, on the outline, you get this beautiful stitching, as well as on the frame around the tag you've cut out. So again, you know, things like this, you know, if you do them in certain patterns, if you think that far ahead, which I often don't, you can also use this to make some beautiful patterns and use it as beautiful frames on a card with some lovely images underneath it. Would be absolutely gorgeous as well. And the patterned paper we have used is the Wonderful Flowers for Every Season. This is a 6x6 pack, and you get 48 different paper, 48 papers in here of, I think it's 4 designs that you get. And this is just a few of them here. Okay, and they're absolutely gorgeous. And a lot of it reminds me of the old folk art. And you've got some lovely poinsettias here for Christmas. And on the reverse, you've got the Misty Moonlight, the Cinnamon Cider, the Bumblebee, which is gorgeous. And you've got some really lovely big images as well that you could cut out. And it's just lovely. And this one as well would be a lovely kind of autumn scene or Christmas scene as well. But they're masculine as well as feminine, because you've got different shades and you've got different patterns as well amongst them. Right, okay. If you like any of the products I've shown you today, please visit my online shop at louisadiamond.stampingup.net, and please use the August host code so that I can send you a card and a little something as a thank you. And please tick the box to say that you do not mind hearing from me. If you like the video, please comment and give me a thumbs up, and click the bell button so that you get notifications of when I post other videos. And all the links will be in the description box below this video. The new autumn winter catalogue has come out, which is absolutely gorgeous. And there are some lovely returning things in here. So if you'd like a copy of the new Christmas catalogue, please let me know and I'll be happy to send one out to you. And also, if you'd like the annual catalogue as well. Sorry, mine's a bit tattered because I've been obviously going through it quite a bit. If you'd also like an annual catalogue, please let me know and I'd be happy to send one out. Thanks very much. God bless. Bye.